loss of Thomas Massie, a lot of people came out and were basically kind of like either sad or happy about it. But this really shows that what I've been saying for a while now is coming to fruition. The fact that the people that are in power that currently still support Donald Trump have no values, they have no morals. None. They have none. Okay? So let me just prove something to you right now here. I mean, I'm literally looking at like just posts about Thomas Massie's laws, right? And like this this first one here. Hold on, I'm sorry. This first one here from Michelle Maswell. They all deserve each other. Maybe they can just stay. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massie celebrating his election loss in Costa Rica with their new spouses. Now, first of all, who cares? Secondly, I don't agree with Thomas Massie or Marjorie Taylor Greene on virtually anything in terms of economics. Hell, probably even on foreign policy. Marjorie Taylor Greene's a fucking kook, okay? Thomas Massie could probably have a beer with him, argue with him about economics, then walk out as friends, but still, disagree with him vehemently on economics. We probably do not agree on the basics of economics. However, there's something that all three of us have in common. We don't want Americans dying in Iran, and we want the Epstein files to be fully released, not redacted. And so the fact that Donald Trump's supporters are so vehemently happy about this really goes to show that it's not about the policies. It's not. It's about Donald Trump. That's it. If he says tomorrow, I don't like J.D. Vance, I want you all to vote for Marco Rubio in the primary in 2028, they're going to. They're going to. If you ever had any doubts about where these people stand, look no further. Thomas Massie refuses to fade after primary loss, teases possible 2028 comeback. I mean, kind of, I'm for it, but good morning, brother. Did you hear Thomas Massie is with Marjorie Trader Brown in Costa Rica? Ran there right after his loss last week. Thune is next. So anyone who stands up against the guy who's been covering up the PDF ring is a traitor. They're traitors. Does brain not comprehend basic logic? Does brain not comprehend? Does it not? Does brain not comprehend basic logic? You all call the left wing pedophiles and people that enable pedophiles. But yet, you call the people who want to bring the pedos to justice traitors. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? Bringing the pedos to justice is making America great again, is it not? Not sending money to Israel, not sending our young people to die in a war with Iran is making America great. Right? Should isn't that great? No, it's not. It's whatever Donald Trump says. That's it. That's the only thing that matters. Whatever Donald Trump says. Okay. Thomas Massey looking rough after election loss. Like, really? You're a piece of shit, Thomas Massey. Stop blaming Trump for your loss. Your constituents know you best. You had a 14-year run and they voted your ass out. Quit being a sore loser and crying about it like a big baby. Oh, man, bro. Like, this is crazy shit. Retard. 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 Thomas Massie files to run in 2028 for Kentucky House seat following primary loss. So you can pocket the donations. There is no way you have any chance of being president. In other words, it is the grift. Motherfucker, I know you're not talking about grifts. You're not talking about grifts, are you? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you dead ass serious? Are we seriously doing this, chat? All right. I don't know how much more of this I can read. Oh, so yeah, Thomas Massie is running for something else. He is running for something else in 2028. Oh shit. So I really hope that Thomas Massie goes out there and reads all of the redacted names from the Epstein files. I sincerely hope so. He said that he's going to, and he already read a few off. So I hope that he does. Thomas Massie, if we have to have a two-party system, he's one of the Republicans that I like. It's like him and like Rand Paul. That's it. I don't like any of the. I don't like any of. I don't like any of the rest of them. I like Rand Paul and I like Thomas Massie. That's it. That's it. Um. So if we have to have a two-party system, I like two Republicans. So when everybody say, so when when everybody says that all of the Republicans are bad, I say no. Thomas Massie is okay. And Rand Paul is okay. You can get them to agree on certain things, maybe, or you can at least like hear them out. You know what I mean? Um. Okay. Republicans must play by the same rules as the socialist Democrats. Dog, I I wish that the Democrats were socialists, bro. I wish. They're nowhere even close. They they're they're nowhere close, bro. Bro. They will not even fight for a $13 minimum wage, let alone a 15. When 15 was the living wage about 10 years ago, it's not now. But they won't even fight for a $13 minimum wage, let alone a 15. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, come on, man. Come on. Come on. So let's watch the Israel PDF pedo ring cuck Joe. The guy who, by the way, was for releasing the Epstein files not 2 years ago, now all of a sudden sucking at the teat of the ring and the ring leaders because he's being told to. You see, this is the problem even with independent media. Most of them are captured. Most of them, whether they are on the liberal side or whether they're on the MAGA side, most of them just take money anyway. They are not telling you the truth. They're not. Benny Johnson and DC Drano were two of the ones who were so vehemently out there with Jeffrey Epstein saying that everything needs to be released. And now that Thomas Massie loses, they're what is what what is our God King diaper wearing PDF enabler saying? Oh, he doesn't want them out? Okay. We don't like Thomas Massie? Okay. War in Iran? Okay. High 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 energy prices, high electricity prices, uh high gas prices, high food prices, high housing prices. Okay. Whatever the line is, it's just okay with them. It's just okay with them. That's cool, right? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool with them. Hopefully you guys can hear this. I hope.
Loudest and most insufferable political commentary accounts are all new on this platform and are probably on life support right now, given the Thomas Massie blowout defeat that just happened. But let me explain this to you calmly and slowly. It was always going to happen. You weren't living in reality because you haven't been doing this long enough. You don't understand the laws of gravity around here. And so your over-emotional takes and your humiliating crash outs have been embarrassing for you. And all of us who've been doing this, me for nearly 2 decades, understood what was about to happen to Thomas.
2 decades and still ain't shit, dog. You might have money. You might have favor in some circles. But on your best day, if you get the unhinged version of me, you cannot hold a candle to me. Sorry, you just can't. You can't hold a candle to Kyle Kulinski. You can't hold a candle to the Vanguard. You can't hold a candle. Dude, fucking Dean Withers would run circles around you, put you into the ground, bring you back to life, and then put you into the ground again, even further, dig you back up, bring you back to life for a third time, and then put you down permanently. That's what he would do to you. I could do that to you. I am confident that anybody in my Discord could do that to you. Easy. Easy. Let me tell you something, bro. You're not that guy. You're not him. All it takes is a little bit of Google searching. You don't want to go down that road, bro. You don't want to go down that road. Now, granted, I haven't been at this as long as you, technically. But let me just say something right now. The fact that so many people say, well, I've been doing this certain thing for so long, that means that I'm great at it. There are people who have been in politics for 50 years and still suck at it. There have been people that have been cooks who have been cooking for 60 years and still suck at it. Just because you're in something for so long doesn't make you good at it. It just means that you've been doing it for so long. But it doesn't make you good at it. It just means that people are inadequate enough around you that you're able to still be in the field of your choice despite being bad at it. Not everybody that's good stays at their, like, yes, most people in their chosen profession, if they're in it for a long time, it's because they are good at it. But there's some people that just aren't, that just get by because at their particular company or in their particular field around their sphere, there's just people that are not better than them in that field. That happens all the time. I see it personally in my own job. I see it all the time. So just keep that in mind.
Massie, because ultimately politics is a war zone. Politics is not about your niche boutique issues on things. It's about a team sport. In war, you pick a side and you fight with that side. If you don't fight with that side, if you fight against your side, you'll get left in the dirt, in the mud. That's what happens in war. You'll be put in the trench. And that's what just happened to Thomas Massie. Why? Because Thomas Massie represents a Trump plus 40 district. Do you understand that that's one of the most pro-Trump districts in America? Thomas Massie should vote for every single piece of legislation that Trump puts forward.
You know what's funny about this? Thomas Massie votes with Trump like 75% of the time. It's just on a few key issues he chose not to vote with him. And now all of a sudden he's like the boogeyman for this fucking cult. Like, do y'all not see the sickness? Do you all not understand it yet? Thomas Massie did the right thing a couple of times, and he's being raked through the coals and crucified for it. He did the bare minimum right thing twice, and he's being raked through the coals for it. Twice. He did the right thing twice. Twice. What's wrong with going against your party? What wasn't that the point of the Tea Party? Was that not the point of the Tea Party? Am I incorrect about that notion that that was not the point of? That was the point of the Tea Party, right? In the early 2010s, Muffler, if you're watching, you've talked about the Tea Party numerous times. Was that not the point of the Tea Party in the 2010s? That wasn't it? You were at war within your own party. It happens all the time. This is not a new phenomenon that just appeared out of nowhere. It's okay to disagree with your party when your party's wrong. That's a big reason why I left the Democratic Party, was because they rake you through the coals if you call them out on their bullshit. We will get to the autopsy in a little bit here because there's some really interesting stuff there. So Benny Johnson just he doesn't understand how politics works. He just goes off vibes. He goes off emotion, not analytical facts and data. The Tea Party happened because Republicans disagreed with other Republicans. You retard. That's how it goes. My God, dude. Why do people listen to him? Why do people listen to any of these people? Seriously, genuinely. It's not. Dude, I'm retarded and I know that. I'm retarded and I know that because I open a book. I know how to search stuff up on Google. It's not that complicated. I learned about the Tea Party movement in 6th grade, 2 years after it happened. They were already teaching it to us in 6th grade. Then it came back around in about 12th grade. It was the same time that I learned about the Occupy Wall Street movement that was on the left. You're supposed to go against your party if you feel like they're doing something wrong. That's the point. Oh my God, what a retard, bro.
Because that's what his constituents demanded. That's what they want in Kentucky 4. Thomas Massie didn't do that. He voted with Democrats, 1 out of every 4 votes, and he pissed off the likes of Stephen Miller, who's the architect of Trump policy and MAGA policy. He pissed off Donald Trump. He pissed off J.D. Vance. He pissed off everybody. And how you think that's going to work out for him? They're going to go straight to the voters and say, this guy is screwing us over. And more importantly, that's going to infuriate the Republican leadership in the House, who need to depend on those style districts in order to give bend in the joints to Republicans that represent Republican +1 districts or Kamala +1 districts. And there are Republicans who represent Kamala districts that Kamala won. And those guys need security on certain votes. And with a guy like Thomas Massie, you take one safe Republican vote off the board, you change the math on everything. It could have really destroyed President Trump's entire agenda, and it nearly did. And so Thomas Massie got what he deserved in the war zone of politics. You are a child if you're upset about this or shocked by this. You're a child. Grow up. Thomas Massie did this to himself. So, I know you're probably sucking on that copium right now, but this is the reality of politics. I'm sorry that I had to be the one to break it to you. Thomas Massie got what he deserved.
I'm not sucking on copium. You're sucking on establishment ballsack. There is a key difference there, homie. I don't take money from these corpos and from the military industrial complex and from, APAC and shit like that. Homie, clock's ticking on you because we got receipts for you, dog. You take money. So your opinion is bought and paid for. You are bought and paid for. I'm not. And most of the people, just normal plebs who are upset about Thomas Massie losing, are not bought and paid for. Most of them. Some of them are. But most of them aren't. So I trust that person more than I trust you. I trust that person more than I trust DC Drano. I trust that person more than I trust the Hodge twins. people who are on the record taking money from corporations and from APAC and from Raytheon and Boeing. That's not an accusation, dog. It's on record. So you need to address that, my good sir. All due respect. Yeah. Let's round this out and then we'll end this segment.
And now he can go on his little speaking his speaking tour, right? At every weed shop in America, whatever, right? Like, there you go. MAGA, by the way, ain't dead. It's stronger than ever. President Trump just proved that. So, like, the basic lesson here is simple. Don't betray your voters. That's it.
The basic lesson here, do not talk out of turn against the President of the United States. That's the basic lesson here. Do not do the right thing. Do not do the right thing. Be a John Fetterman. That's what he's saying. Be a John Fetterman. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I can't with these people.
Bill Cassidy, same lesson. Indiana senators, same lesson. Thomas Massey, same lesson. Bush dynasty, Cheney dynasty, Pence dynasty, Romney dynasty, McCain.
I don't know what to say. I really don't.
Dynasty, all the same lesson. Stop betraying your voters. The voters want America first. They want President Trump. They want MAGA. And that's what they're going to get.
His approval rating's at like 30, 31 or 32%, dog. We don't want him. We don't want him. Your donors may, but we don't. Oh god, bro, why? Why? There's only so much of this that I can take, bro. But yeah, Benny, if you see this, you're welcome. You're more welcome to come on to the Roller Rome cast, and I can run circles around you. So hopefully I'll see you there, motherfucker.